Hi, and here it is. Underdogs, the truth about Britain's white working class. I read this book, hoping against the odds that somehow, even by accident, the author may have actually had something insightful, interesting to say about the taboo, unmentionable, particularly amongst the liberal left, white working class. Do they actually exist as a definite separate entity, cut off from what now amounts to a multiracial working class, most pronounced on the lower rungs? Certainly, they are shrinking enclaves of white working class, but they identify themselves in general as working class rather than white. We exist in a multiplicity of economic situations, much of it lurching on the precarious, where we also have a dazzling array of subcultures, the majority always in a state of flux and forever changing, adapting, and rarely frozen in time or place. There's also a tremendous blending at the base into the underclass, itself a contentious definition. We have a complex history still being examined and being redefined. Today, we're going through a period of unprecedented change, much of it imposed from above and forces outside our control, which is deeply resented because we haven't been consulted in any shape or form. While the author of the book, Joel Budd, a middle-class journalist, does make a half-hearted, probably well-intentioned attempt to understand the white working class, it amounts to a failure. Budd is no George Orwell. This is no Road to Wigan beer. He's not even a match for Jeremy Seabrook, who wrote with great sympathy and understanding about different segments of the working class and their situation. A hard-edged social, economic, political book about the contemporary working class here in Britain has yet to be published. Even a fragmentary glimpse that's enlightening, understanding, radical and honest. I do know there's someone out there working on this right now. Someone who's deeply embedded on many levels, not an outsider like Bud. But that's for the future. I'm not saying don't bother to read this. Merely don't go into it with any great expectations and you won't be disappointed. One thing I found truly annoying, frankly ridiculous, was the concluding part of the book where, despite all evidence, Bud claims that building more social housing will solve nothing because there's already enough housing being constructed. Maybe, and probably not, and hardly any of it is destined for the use of the working class, who are deep into a housing crisis which has no apparent resolution. Bye.